muted, John.
So no doubt. So what did they do to have the children throw the rocks?
The Nazis are Palestinians in this equation. The Nazis brought death and destruction to Europe, and the Palestinians brought death and destruction to Gaza.
Yeah, the Jews are just minding their own business, and the Nazis were the ones that came in and wreaked havoc. Not just against Jews, but also like black people and gay people and all kinds of people. They were not nice.
And
so that's why.
And Poles, and gays, and Russians.
Correct, yeah.
Once again, the Nazis brought death and destruction to their own people and to their neighbors the same way the Palestinians did. They didn't have to, they chose to. And therefore, the consequences are on them for their behavior.
Yeah, and that's why, like, with all due respect to Nick Fuentes, when he said, like, Hitler was a cool guy, that's not very nice.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, no, he said he's fucking cool.
Well, he's not fucking cool, though. There's nothing cool about him.
An asshole.
I mean, yes, he has very nice Hugo Boss suits, but that doesn't make somebody cool.
I think he looks like an asshole.
Oh man.
So the same logic applies to being the victims of anti-Semitism.
By the way,
don't kill Palestinian children, even if they're hitting you with rocks. If you don't want to be called, a bunch of violent.
They don't get killed. They go to prison.
If you throw a rock at a person with a gun, expect a consequence.
I understand. And if you execute that consequence, expect another consequence, which is that people hate you.
What's the other consequence?
There's always
he's saying that
if somebody throws a rock at you and you're armed and pointing a gun at them, what is the logical reaction?
Obliterate them RoboCop style. And then you're going to be good.
They go to prison. They get arrested. They don't get killed.
I would say that the proper response is the least intrusive. So you would try to subdue the person, or if necessary, you escalate until the person stops misbehaving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, that would be very reasonable.
Okay, Diego.
See, the fact that you don't get this, Nora, is why you're in the situation that you're in.
What's the situation that I'm in?
You don't have a state. You have death and destruction.
So Diego, if a kid throws a rock at an IDF soldier, does that mean October 7th should happen? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, he's not.
No, I don't know that it said that, but I am.
But you're equating.
I'm saying
you're equating escalation in the conflict.
People are leaving for example, the what is it called, Eurovision, right? Because they don't want to be around Gaza.
Yeah, Spain left, and the other countries are affirming that their participation. They can do whatever they want. Spain can do. Ireland, they can do whatever they want. They have their own.
They're anti-Semitic because Israel
Spain had a fascist dictator for 40 years. Ireland was committing terrorism for an equal amount of time. So they have their own moral compass, which I don't even presume to deal with. But the decent countries of the world have affirmed their support for Eurovision.
Northern Ireland, the Protestants versus the Catholics are killing each other left and right.
No, I think
under the name of the Queen, and now they're killing.
They still lost
Diego?
in at night.
So Norm is lumping Israel in with the decent countries of the world. That's his term, not mine.
I'm not lumping them in. They are naturally a part of the decent countries of the world. It's not
naturally, inherently, obviously.
Yes, inherently correct. Inherently, yes. You want to know why? Because they have the rule of law. Because they have democracy. Because they have equal rights. Because they have a pluralistic society. They are modern, civilized, democratic, values-based, post-Enlightenment society. That is why they.
So when they
earn their right,
that's forgiven. You know who doesn't have rights? Who doesn't have rights is the people.
Don't start throwing in bullshit. Nobody kills children. That's bullshit.
Okay, children that cross the yellow line.
Tell the truth. I beg your pardon?
The children that cross the yellow line.
Yeah, what about children who cross the yellow line? What about them?
They were children, were they not?
Well, we're their parents. We're their
What
parents.
details do you know about the yellow line?
You probably
have
killed,
humanity
you probably
with
killed their
it.
parents. You probably
Who
killed
knows
their
if they were?
parents.
Who knows if they were children or not? What the fuck are you doing, letting your kids go walk into a war zone? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you want your children to become shahid? No, wait a second. Do you want your children to become shahid? Do you want them to live or do you want them to die? What the hell are you doing in the war
Do you
zone?
understand how many families you've wiped out where children don't have parents anymore?
I beg your pardon.
And whose fault
I
is
beg
that?
your
Whose
pardon?
fault is that?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You heard me
Did these
exactly.
parents-
You've
wait a second,
wiped
did these
out
parents-
families.
did these pa- what? No, nobody wiped anybody out.
Oh
Don't
my
start
gosh.
a war with a superior power and then cry when you lose. Make a smart decision before you engage with the superior power.
When you engage with somebody like
that
you,
war results in death. That is its point. Don't start a war and then cry when you lose.
I think that's what it said at the end of Schindler's List, right? It said exactly those words that Norman just said. Don't start a war and then cry when you lose.
No,
But
no,
you know,
it didn't say that at the end.
Schindler was a cool guy. I like Schindler.
Listen, if you want to be a Jew, then become a Jew if you can. But don't try to steal our identity and the Holocaust, because it's bullshit. It's embarrassing. It makes you look like an asshole. It makes you look like a schmuck. You're not a Jew. You didn't go through the Holocaust. There's no analogy.
Well,
Don't compare yourself to the Jews.
You know, Norm.
Don't create a mission statement that quotes from Mein Kampf and then try to pretend that you're a Jew. Okay? You gotta pick one. Don't follow Haj Husseini, who worked for Hitler and starts Sonderkommando in Bosnia, and then claim suddenly that you're a Jew. Pick a side. Pick a side.
gross.
You know, that's the one thing, Norm, I agree with that Nick Fuentes about when he said, when Pierce Morgan asked him, like, how many Jews were killed in the Holocaust, he said, like, at least 6 million, maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 times more.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even sure what you're trying to say, unless you're trolling.
No, because, like, obviously he was being an asshole, right?
Can you go to your Jew tunnel now?
What's a Jew tunnel?
Now you're being anti-Semitic, Princessa.
What's a
Were
Jew
you trying
tunnel,
to-
Princess?
is where you
You
trying
mean
to
like the
reanimate
600 miles of tunnels
years
that you dug in Gaza and they didn't let a single child in there? Why didn't you let your children in the tunnels? Why? Do you care about their lives? Why didn't you let the women in the tunnels? Do you care about their lives? Can you explain this? Do you want the children to live or to die?
Yeah, like when the bombs are falling on Gaza, you would think like they would go to escape to the tunnels, but no.
Yeah.
The tunnels are only for the military and for the.
They're still in there, by the way. Except now
And-
they're surrendering.
Yeah, it's like they don't care about the women and children. They just they're very, very, very bad people.
Why don't they care about their women and children? Why don't they protect them?
That's a good question.
I think that question
You know,
is kind of
we
like,
have safe rooms in Israel.
They literally died.
And you have tunnels in Gaza, and yet we use our safe rooms to protect our women and children. You use them to protect your war makers. That's a difference in values.
And the hostages, they would like because they don't want the hostages to die.
Yeah, well, they starved the hostages and made them dig their own graves. Very Muslim, very advanced, very merciful.
Yeah, what Muhammad? I thought Muhammad was like a nice guy, but apparently not.
here we go.
Well, I don't know much about him. Some people say he was a warlord, but you can.
I mean, he did have a 6-year-old wife, which is not very nice.
Well, I've never said that, and I've never confirmed it, and I'm not trying to put down anybody's religion.
I am.
I'm not.
But at least Norm, at least for the record, I mean, he waited until she was 9 to have sex with her, at least.
Again, this is all bullshit. What you're saying is bullshit in my view.
Well, not according to the actual Sunni scholars on their actual
I'm not a
website.
Sunni scholar. I haven't studied it, and I'm not into trying to
Well,
insult
it says it
somebody.
on their website.
I'm not trying to insult somebody based on their ancient text. I think.
But if you go to Sunni.com, it
Hey,
says
just a question. Why did Yoav Galant say that you guys executed the Hannibal Directive on October 7th and killed your own?
There was no Hannibal Directive.
talking
That's
about.
a
I don't think you
fallacy.
have any idea what the Hannibal
Oh my
directive is.
gosh.
I don't think you know what Yoav Gallant said. And I don't think you know what happened on October 7th. I think you're full of shit. However, the good news is we do know what happened on October 7th. And that's the difference between you and me. You can bullshit all day long. You can pretend that Shaheed means something else. You can pretend that Jihad means something else. We're not listening to the bullshit because we know up from down. Or to quote Hamlet, we know a hawk from a handsaw. We're not fucking crazy. So
Because of perceptual.
I beg your pardon? No, it's definitional. It's definitional.
Simon.
It's definitional. A rock is always going to be a rock. A jihad is always going to be a jihad. A shaheed is always going to be a shaheed.
What is a rock is part of Babylonia or something like that? What is it called?
There you go. A rock and a roll.
A rock and roll. Yeah, that's right.
A rock and a roll. All right? So go bullshit some Europeans.
Yeah, but there was no Hannibal. Like, I don't know where that even. So, like, you know, there's a lot of.
I have a video of him saying that that's what it is.
You have, which I'm sure you took out of context, and I'm sure you have no idea what the implications are.
Now context matters.
Oh, it never matters?
Well, why would context
When
not
does it
matter?
not matter?
I said now context matters.
When does it not
When
matter?
does it not matter?
When I'm trying to explain to you what shaheed is, you define it as some weird
I
definition.
defined it as, no, not weird, dictionary. I used the dictionary. I used the fucking dictionary.
You're trying to claim shaheed means something related to suicide and it has
I
nothing to
beg
do
your
with
pardon?
suicide.
No, I didn't say that. I said martyr. M-A-R-T-Y-R.
Implying that
So don't lie.
they're choosing to die. And
I never
choosing
implied
to die.
anything. I made an identity statement. Shaheed equals
Okay.
martyr.
I mean,
That's
if they're committing suicide, then you know they're committing suicide. I mean,
Not complicated.
That's their prerogative. If they want to do that, you know.
Again, in Islam,
that's just a religion.
and again, in Islam, a woman giving birth that dies is a shaheed. So
Well,
the
lovely.
way you're even
It's lovely, but it's irrelevant. Because
No,
we're
it's
not talking about women dying in childbirth.
What if the woman blows themselves
We're
up?
talking about women who strap bombs on themselves and go into coffee shops and blow themselves up.
So
That's what we're talking
Which
about.
has happened. There's evidence of that.
So when you're talking about the Palestinians and
Yeah.
that are being killed, that we refer to as shohada, as martyrs, as witnesses, when we refer to them as this, it's not because they've killed themselves or they wanted to die. It's because they got killed, they got burned, they got bombed.
No,
they got,
Okay, well,
incorrect.
you know, whatever happens to the Palestinians in Gaza, whose fault
David,
is
wait a
that?
second. No, they're being called shaheed because Hamas deliberately left them exposed, attacked a superior power, and hid behind women and children in order to create negative publicity for Israel and create a blood libel.
You wiped
That's
out
why we're calling them that.
You wiped out entire neighborhoods. You bombed entire
You know what?
residential
You know what?
buildings.
It's really fucked up when you start a war with superior power.
You are so
It's very
immoral.
effed
It
up
happens
to
in
put-
war. Don't
it's very
start
effed
a
up to
war.
put-
You know what
to
you
put-
should have done? You know what you should have done? Should have given the hostages back on day 2, and then your
So-
neighborhood would still
Exactly.
be
Give
there.
us back the hostages and
Then you'd still have your neighborhood.
Exactly.
So you choose.
Exactly.
You choose. You were given a choice. Give the hostages back
You
who were coming
are
for you.
very
And
angry.
You made
putting
your choice. You
why are you
made
putting
your choice.
angry.
why are you putting
You made
military
your choice.
why are you putting military in the hospitals?
You made your choice.
Because you all draw a fake diagram that all of a sudden that's true.
I beg your pardon?
No,
if
you put military installations in hospitals, then we have to bomb the hospital. Very simple.
You literally put soldiers in your maternity ward.
Here's such
And then
a
you made those
liar.
people say, a liar? I'm sorry. We photographed it. It's on the front page of the New York Times. I'm a liar. I'm reporting to you. Huh?
There was a picture. There was a picture of it. There's a
Look up
picture
the
of the
battle of
calendar.
Al-Shifa Hospital.
Even Al Jazeera published
Look up the
proof that there was military establishments
Okay,
in the.
Diego is on mute, so I'm just gonna put you all down because you're giving me a headache.
No, it's okay. Okay, bring him back up. Come on, Nora.
They're so loud.
I just didn't want you to hear anything.
The truth rings like a bell.
In a room with Jews and Italians. What did you expect?
Look up the Battle of Al-Shifa right now and see where they fought. They fought in the maternity ward and in the emergency room. What the fuck were they doing fighting in the maternity ward and in the emergency room? Why? Unless they wanted the people in the maternity ward.
Even Al Jazeera has proof of this.
By the way,
they published video of it.
It's a war crime to put military men in a hospital.
Remember you said the calendar had names of fighters when it was the names of the week, and you all
Irrelevant.
It was the names.
Irrelevant. It doesn't mean that they didn't fight. Because they read a calendar wrong doesn't mean that they didn't fight in the maternity ward in the emergency room. And we filmed it. They were body cams. So there's no ambiguity about it. It's the recorded, documented fact. They choose to do it. So choose better leaders if you don't want to die. And then don't blame the people that the leaders kill. Don't blame the people that you've now engaged in war.
I just think you're vile.
What's vile about it?
Whoa.
What do you disagree with about what I just said?
You're just vile.
I'm vile, really? I'm vile?
I don't believe you believe in God.
War is vile. Don't start them.
You have no compassion. You have no empathy.
You're
like just making up lies.
I feel sorry for you.
You can't even
I
engage.
feel sorry for you. Don't tell me what my feelings are.
You can't
Make
even
better
engage
choices.
without venom.
What you saying?
You can't even engage right now without venom coming out of you.
Listen, you called me vile and you're saying I have venom? Give me a fucking break. What a lack of self-awareness. You call me vile.
I'm not speaking.
Wait, which is it? Am I vile or do I have venom? Which is it?
It's both. Like you're speaking with such venomous.
So who's the one with venom then? If you're calling me vile, you have a remarkable lack of self-awareness.
How am I not being self-aware right now?
Don't start. I beg your pardon. Because
how am I not being? Look how you're so angry.
You call me vile and then you say I'm filled with venom.
You can't even engage like
in all fairness, like calling somebody vile that's not nice. That's also irrelevant.
It's my opinion of him.
So listen,
based on how
if you want to make a deal, don't lie because nobody's going to deal with you if you lie.
Shithole New York.
I beg your pardon?
How about you just stay in shithole New York?
That's the greatest. Even Diego has an apartment in New York City.
We don't have to stay in places because we're a free people. So we go where we want. We're free people. We don't stay in places.
If New York is so bad, then how come Diego has an apartment here?
Because he's rich.
Docs.
I mean, that's more of a flex.
They are. There's rent control in New York.
Yeah, but you don't have it. You don't have.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's not like your rent control, but it is capped out. You know that.
What are you talking about? You don't have rent control.
It is. Yeah, it's rent controlled.
No, you don't have rent control. Under no circumstances do you have rent control.
I can pull up.
Do you know the difference between rent control and rent stabilization?
Okay, there you go. Rent stabilization. There you go.
Okay, so
but you know what I mean. Don't say the wrong thing and then tell me I know what you mean.
Diego,
you did know what I mean. Say the right thing.
Diego, where's your apartment?
I knew the correct answer to correct your wrong answer. That's not knowing what you mean. That's correct.
Hey, Simon, is stabilization a type of control?
No, it's not. There's a definitional difference.
Well, Simon says yes. So
it's right. There's a definitional difference. It's like saying all Arabs are Muslim or all Muslims are Arab. Yes, an Arab could be a kind of Muslim, but if you use them interchangeably, you're incorrect.
Can you tell us how much you spend in rent?
I can tell you how much he spends in rent.
He doesn't know when I moved in.
I could still tell you what you pay in rent.
Wow.
4,000, 6,000, 8,000?
I can tell you on my lease agreement it says how much I should be paying in rent.
How much should you?
That would scare you.
8,000, 10,000?
I'm not talking, but it does say on the.
And by the way, I'm not talking about your rent. I'm not even bringing it up. When I said it's because you're rich, I was kind of joking.
Wait, what part of New York City do you live in, Diego?
The poorest part.
Hell's Kitchen.
You definitely don't live in the poorest part of New York.
It is
The
the
poorest part of
first
New York
part
is
of
probably
Manhattan.
like East New York.
No,
Which is not
Manhattan.
even which is in Brooklyn.
Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Kitchen is not the poorest part of the city.
Well,
The
that's why I
The
live
lowest
there
average income in New York.
There are projects. Are you factoring in the housing projects?
I can't picture Diego living in the projects though.
There's no
Diego
way.
is not. Diego ain't going to be living
It's
in no
too much.
projects.
He's too confident to be living there.
Well, he's also too smart, frankly.
That's fine. I like that.
It's true.
The will just wouldn't accept it. It would figure out a way to get out.
It's not just the will. It's also intelligence.
Norma, I will say, my family friends who gave me my apartment in New York, it wasn't Hell's Kitchen, and it was $6,000 a month for one bedroom.
When somebody said between 4 and 6, I was gonna, yeah.
Are you familiar? Are you aware, Norm, that prior to World War II, some of the highest intelligence was recorded in Germany?
What relevance does that have to this conversation?
Well, what do you think led to the destruction of Germany?
The Nazis.
Why did their will not triumph?
Hitler literally led to the destruction of Germany.
Yeah, I think the outcome of World War
Wait,
I.
hold on. You say it's a decent country, right? Because they elected him, as you said. Democracy.
I never said that they elected him. Nobody ever.
But they did elect him.
They didn't elect him. They elected a party, and he wasn't the leader, and then he deposed the leader of the party. So they didn't elect him. Okay, let's be accurate. Let's not bullshit.
Here we go.
Huh?
Okay.
I mean, you know what's amazing? I don't know if you're young or you're dishonest, but don't just try to slide lies past people because you're gonna be found out.
Okay. Here we go.
I mean, I just found you out. I'm not even sure who I'm talking to, by the way. So I don't know if that was Diego or some other name.
That was Diego.
It was Princessia.
All right. No, because I could tell it wasn't a woman.
So Diego is basically, he's trying to trap you, Normie, to get you to agree that Hitler was a cool guy. That's basically what he's trying to do.
No, I just wanted him to acknowledge that Germans were very intelligent, as recorded by history.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just wondering, what do you attribute to the loss of the most intelligent country in Europe?
Same thing that I attribute to the loss of the Palestinians. Bad decisions.
Okay.
I would say the common denominator is Jews.
Bad decisions.
Well, hey, hold on. The Jews didn't kill themselves in the Holocaust.
Why?
Somebody killed them.
Why did the Russians lose 20 million?
The Holocaust was
The
basically
Jews?
basically the Holocaust was a bunch of Jews committing suicide. That's all that the Holocaust was.
That's a hot take.
Nora, despite your obvious, let's just say, limitations, nevertheless, saying stupid shit doesn't win you any points. And you can again, if you have Holocaust envy, you're not gonna get anywhere trying to be a Jew.
Only the Jews that died committed suicide. That's all that happened.
That you're fascinated by Jews and the Holocaust, but since you don't know anything about it, your statements are meaningless. They're stupid. You don't know anything about it. You have no knowledge. You have no
You committed
experience.
suicide.
I beg your pardon?
Whoa.
The Jews that died committed suicide.
Well, why is that?
I think she's saying like
Because when you pick a fight with a stronger party,
Princessa, wait, were the Jews armed?
They committed suicide.
Were they
Yeah,
armed?
they threw potatoes.
Okay. I mean, you know what? Listen, the union between a Palestinian terrorist and a Nazi is not surprising to me. And I'm talking to the people in this room.
The fact that I'm a terrorist here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I resent Nazi ideology.
I mean, you're on video.
If you strap a bomb to yourself, then you're a terrorist.
Did I try to kill somebody? Did I terrorize somebody?
No,
Not that we know about.
Terrorize them. You didn't try to kill them.
No, he terrorized me with his camera.
You're terrorizing Norm right now.
Okay.
No,
Okay, Princessa, the fact that you still don't know what you did is exactly why the Palestinians are in the state that they're in right now.
He provoked me.
Sure. And that's why you have no state.
Okay.
And that's why Gaza is destroyed, because of your ridiculous lack of understanding.
Yeah, it's like the Israelis provoked me, so let's do October 7th. Exactly.
Some random Jew put a camera in my face and provoked me, and I said whatever I wanted to say.
Okay. And you
If
paid
words-
the consequence.
if
I hope
wor-
it was worth it.
See,
If
Norm,
words-
here you and I agree. It
if
was not a
words-
random Jew. He was sent.
If words are terrorism, then okay, I
Yes.
guess you don't belong in America
Nobody ever
because
said
no free
words are
speech.
terrorism. Kicking somebody you don't know in
I didn't
public
kick him.
is, well, apparently, on camera you did. Maybe in your mind you did.
I literally did not kick him.
On
I
camera
swiped.
you did.
No, I did not.
Yes,
It's
on
okay.
camera you did. It wasn't
I
very
didn't.
smart.
No, I didn't.
Well,
That's why I
well,
didn't get
listen.
any assault charges.
That wasn't
And
very. That wasn't
You're
very
not getting any
nice.
assault
I
charges because you're
swiped.
Looney Tunes.
No, I swiped. No,
Yeah.
I swiped at his phone. And that was
Yeah.
the only contact I made with him.
Swiping at his phone is
That's not your
assault.
property. You can't do that.
It
No,
Yeah.
doesn't have to do with the
it's not
property.
assault.
It has to do. Yes, it is. Yes, it
No,
is.
it is
Even
assault.
raping
That is
not
that is assault.
assault.
Yes, it is assault.
It's not
Of course
assault.
it is.
It is
The
a
fact
shame.
that you
It
don't
is
know
a
the
battery.
It's not
the
assault.
fact that you don't know what words mean is a problem.
It's an
Then why
imminent
didn't they
threat
charge
of
me?
bodily harm.
Why didn't they charge me with assault?
Because
They-
they were
they
being
charged me.
kind to
No.
a crazy person.
No.
Yes.
No, they
Yes.
charged me. They
Yes.
charged me.
Why did
And they
they
didn't charge
send
me
you
with
to
assault.
Bellevue? Because you acted like a crazy person.
So am I a terrorist or am I a crazy person?
Yes.
Which one is up?
You want to know the? You want to know the problem?
You could be a terrorist. We don't know yet.
You want to know the problem? The problem is
The problem is
you
Jews
are
like
The problem is not the
different
Jews. The problem
from
is
the other Palestinians. You have much in
problem-
common with them. You have
the
a lot
problem.
in
Yeah, we get.
Yeah, but with
You're
all
crazy.
due respect, Princess, you can't keep blaming the Jews for it.
We like literally look what you all are doing in this room. Antagonizing me. Like, why would you antagonize a crazy person? Like, leave
Because
me
they're just
alone.
on the internet.
Same thing. If you think I'm crazy, I'm irrational. So why would you antagonize me on the internet? It's irrelevant. It's not like, oh, she's a rational person. This is the internet. This is an interaction. It doesn't know if I'm crazy and he's antagonizing me. Obviously, if he really thinks that, then there would be consequences.
You need to bring him back up, Luna. And David.
I don't want to. I'm not going to engage with them. They're disgusting.
Luna. Come on. Bring him up. I can bring David up. Oh no, I can't bring either one of them up.
Praise Jesus.
I'm bringing him some mod, Simon.
Ooh.
Simon, bring him up.
No, definitely don't mod me.
You're modded.
No,
I can't bring him up.
I can't see.
Oh, I know what I can do. Not needed. Okay, you don't have to wave your hand.
bingo.
Oh Jesus! I just modded. No, this is why.
I don't have to be modded.
The moment you did that, I tried to bring Norm up, and instead, the setting went away, and it just gave me, it just put mod instead.
You son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
He's back. You can come up, Norm. I don't think you have to. Luna. Bandura.
Yeah. The truth will piss you off, but it'll set you free.
I'm not pissed off by the truth because you're not
You
saying
just said
the
I was
truth.
disgusting. That's an expression of
I
anger.
find no,
It
you're
is
speaking with
the
anger.
truth, though. No, he's not speaking with anger. He's speaking with fact.
Yeah, he's been speaking with so much anger, so much like
Yeah, you know why I'm angry?
process.
I'm angry that you guys are dying needlessly. That's why I'm angry.
whatever.
I'm angry that you're dying out of stupidity.
Yeah, but
It's
you
a
know,
tragic
that's why-
waste of life.
That's
It's
why,
a
like,
it's a tragic waste of life what you guys are doing. That's
why,
I'm
like,
angry.
when Trump speaks about the issue in Gaza, I mean, he always says, like, you know, needless life is being lost for no reason whatsoever, and the person that is able, or the people that are able to decide to stop the killing are the people in Gaza. They're the Hamas. It isn't Israel that's decided to kill people. It's Hamas. They're the ones that need to stop.
Israel
If they stopped,
on
everyone would be
6th.
fine. Sorry, go ahead.
You would have hospitals, schools, business. We teach you how to desalinate water. You would prosper. Your land would flow with milk and honey if you were willing to be peaceful, if you were willing to be trustworthy. And you, by the way, you've been starting these wars and losing these wars for a long time. And your answer is, Shaheed, I want to die. Not a good answer. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I recommend peace.
It's a bad answer. Yeah, peace.
I recommend peace. I urge peace because this isn't going in a different direction.
So where does that leave us?
I mean, you made Israel much more powerful. You had us use technology we hadn't used before. You had us attack countries much bigger than us, like Iran. This whole thing was engineered by Iran. You were the tools of Iran. Iran sent you to your death. They trained you, they armed you, and they sent you to die. That's what happened. We know this, and you know it. I've even heard Mikhail say that Iran sent you to die.
That's right.
When are you muted?
I have two options: stay muted or just leave the room because I'm not engaging.
We don't have to engage. We can talk about something pleasant now. There's no point in stating the obvious.
I really don't want to say what I want to say, so I'm just gonna, because I don't want to lower myself to a Jew.
Good. You're exhibiting uncharacteristic restraint, and I urge you to continue to show this restraint. You will have a good life if you show discipline, restraint, common sense. If you know that 2 and 2 equals 4, it doesn't equal jihad.
And may you get all that you deserve, Norm. May you get everything that you deserve. May you get everything that you deserve. May you get everything that you deserve. All the vial that you deserve.
God willing, Norm will be fine.
May you get all the vial. May you get all the vial you deserve.
I get the vile and I get the good because God is in control. God is supreme. Baruch Hashem. I submit to His will. So we're on the same page when it comes to God.
Okay, let's talk about something positive now. Norm, so I went to Rockefeller Center to see the tree.
Yeah.
And I'm not impressed by the tree this year. I didn't like the tree.
Well, it should be the last year we have a tree. Once Mamdani's in office, there'll be no more trees.
That's right. Like, yeah. Now we're gonna put out. Wait, what do the Muslims? What do they put?
I don't think they do. But I wanted to say one more thing. Nora, you guys are getting what you deserve, and that's the tragedy. I'll leave it at that.
Wait, so Norm, what do Muslims do for Christmas? Do they celebrate anything?
You know, their main holiday is Ramadan and Eid, but Muslims are not. Now, in Iran, I can't speak to what the crazy mullahs do. I'm not in the loop on that one. But I can tell you that the Iranian people hate them. They hate the mullahs.
Because I know, like, obviously there's a tree, right, in the Rockefeller Center, and they have the big menorah in Columbus Circle. But I don't know what the Muslims do.
They don't do anything. It's not their holiday.
I guess not, yeah.
And that's their choice.
Diego, have you ever been to the big menorah in the Columbus Circle?
Biggest menorah in the world. Biggest menorah in the world, right? That's what makes it famous. World biggest menorah. Bringing light unto the nations.
That's
bringing
right.
God's light down from the heavens.
That's right.
Bringing the light of creation down from the heavens. Am I right?
I don't know.
Diego, how far is your apartment from the menorah?
Walking distance.
You flex. So you live off of Central Park? Look at this guy.
What? I mean, yeah, I live within walking distance of Central Park, yes.
Flex.
That's a big flex, bro.
That's definitely a flex.
Oh,
What are you doing? What are you doing for Hanukkah?
I mean, Simon, the closest I can get to Central Park was about 15 blocks.
I'd love to see
Anything
my
closer would be way more expensive.
I didn't hear you. What are you doing for Hanukkah, Diego?
I said in an ideal world, I would see my ex-girlfriend, Hannah.
Right. I don't know who that is. I can't help you with that.
She celebrates it.
Okay. She liked the menorah? Put on your yarmulke, guys. It's time for Hanukkah. Get out your marijuana and drink your gin and tonica. Put on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. Drink your gin and tonica.
That was
And
with
smoke your marijuana.
what's his name? Adam Sandler, right?
That's right. That's right.
The Sandman himself.
Wait, so like I was okay. So like I said, Diego, like I lived on 42nd and 10th, right? Which is like a good like 15 blocks from Central Park. I actually had a view of Central Park from my apartment, but it was like a very second.
Jesus.
Yeah, 42nd is right next to the Chinese embassy. But
My auntie lives on 57th and
I could any closer it would be so much more money. Like I can tell everyone, by the way, it's I paid about $6,500 a month for that apartment. It is one
you got
bedroom.
robbed. You were living on 42nd. You got robbed.
Yeah, but it's on the 56. It's on the it was one of the penthouses basically. But,
flex.
Well, they said penthouse, but it's only one bedroom, so it's really not quote unquote penthouse.
My friends are living in Hudson Yards right now.
Hudson Yards is nice.
It's really luxurious.
Yeah, for sure.
The amenities are off the hook. And by the way, it's mostly Chinese people it seems like live there.
Oh, that's great. So you have to smell cooking fried rice all day?
Yeah, I had two neighbors, Norm and
they also eat pangolin.
No, I had two neighbors in my apartment, and they were both Chinese.
In your apartment or in your apartment building?
No, in the building. I was penthouse number 4 or whatever. Number 3 and number 2 were both Chinese.
Are we flexing now? Are we flexing? You want to know who my next door neighbor is?
Are they I had some. Okay, so Diego, I can flex for this really quick. I had some Knicks players that were in my building.
There we go.
I lived in the Sky Building, which is, if anybody knows New York, it's like it's the only apartment building that I know of that has like a full basketball court inside.
Do you know who Charlie Munger is? Charlie Munger's kids lived in my building.
Charlie Munger.
Yeah, Charlie Munger is the man that Warren Buffett calls the smartest man I ever met. It was his partner in what do you call it? Berkshire Capital.
I feel like I can imagine your apartment. Hey, speaking of apartments, I was telling Nuda today that my ex-girlfriend
She lived on the building in Houston that is run by the Buddhist monks with the tower with the statue of Lenin on top.
The Stalin at the top, right?
Yeah. Lenin.
Communist monks.
Yeah. I mean, bro. I mean, tell me about it. And why are they working there? Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. She was Jewish, of course, and I'm just saying, like, why can you guys have your Lenin statue? Why can't Nick Fuentes put a giant statue of Hitler with the cape? You know, the one where he's walking down the stairs and it looks like cool Darth Vader. Do you know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean. That's nutty what you're saying. I have no concept.
I'm saying, like, if we're going to be putting, like, people who killed millions of people up on, like, in statues, like, let the boy have what he wants. Let's just be fair about it.
Wait, and Norm, can you vouch it? Is there an apartment building in Chinatown that has a big statue of Lenin in the top of it?
No, it's on Houston. It's on Houston.
Houston Street, yeah.
But is that really a thing?
Oh, 100%.
Well, why is that a thing?
What do you mean? I don't know.
Because the Jews get to worship the mass murderers that they want. But apparently Nick Fuentes can't.
Nothing to do with Jews.
No, dude, that building was full of. It was full of.
Isn't that a Chinatown though? Like, isn't it the Chinese that are?
You're not as dumb as Mr. Anderson, are you? Or are you? I thought you were fairly intelligent. You're not as
I'm not like
dumb as
Mr. Anderson. I'm different.
Wait, so hold on, Diego. You were gonna tell us, like, who is your neighbor in your apartment in New York?
Well, he has the apartment that I was thinking about getting. But
Alec Baldwin? Who is it?
No, Michael Shea.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
That's what you got?
Michael Shea. He's on Saturday Night Live. It's fine.
I know very well. That's what you got? He's a black guy?
No, that's what David said.
I said that.
Well,
but he is a black guy.
Oh, okay.
He is in fact black. I did notice that. He's also extremely quiet, almost to the level of disrespect.
Well,
I mean, you take the elevator every fucking day. You know,
Diego, not to flex, but I think my neighbors were better than your neighbors. I had Knicks players. I had I'm not gonna say there was somebody who was famous, but I can't say.
Why not?
Because I had dinner with him and his wife, and he said he doesn't want. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't want Nazis to know where he lives.
Yeah.
Or terrorists. He said that. He said, "No Nazis or terrorists, please." And no offense.
That's a pretty fair ask. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not a threat.
I mean, I had Knicks players. I mean, that's pretty open. And I had some Chinese people that were next to me. I invited, like, when I was doing Christmas with my girlfriend at the time, and I invited my Asian friends who were next to the next pet house next to me, and they came over. They were very quiet, though. It was very awkward. It's almost like they were spies or something like that. It was very strange.
Well, they do
So
have
Norm, Diego has an apartment next to Central Park. How much per month do you think it is?
It's not next to Central Park, but it's walking distance.
How many bedrooms?
And he has a famous person in his building. 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
Wow.
2? Well, I would say if he's getting a good deal, 65.
It's not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
Wait, now hold on. I have 1 bedroom. I say 65.
Well,
yeah, but you got ripped off. You're on 42nd Street. Makes no sense.
Okay, yo, I need to up my money game. What the fuck?
What do you think it costs to live in America? You thought you were just gonna move in here and then like it was gonna be all like fun and games? Happy-go-lucky Simon? Maybe if you move to Texarkana.
Bro, my budget is like $3,000 a month on like on like that, bro. Like
you can live in like Nebraska.
Sounds like you live in a socialist country or something. You have no concept of what things cost.
bro, I live in a villa in the south of France. That's like over a million euros. Like,
Try Cleveland. Do you like Cleveland?
no, I'm going to Texas.
Texas is okay.
El Paso, next to Juarez, that's where he's going.
Yeah,
That
right.
kind of, you can't afford to live in Austin or Houston. Even San Antonio is going to be too expensive for you.
You know, the outskirts of Austin is actually not that expensive.
I'm gonna be buying a house though. Like I'll put down
Oh
like
my.
25%, and then just
Yeah, your boy's buying a house, bro.
Well, did it ever occur to you to put that down payment into Bitcoin and rent? No, that's too much. You don't want to be rich. You just want to be. It's gonna be okay. It's on your $3,000 a month.
So Norm, I think I told this story, right? So like it was during COVID, right? So my family friends, they left New York because of COVID, and they went to their place in the Pantons, and they had their apartment.
That's what
Which they
everybody.
gave-
That's what I did, by the way.
Yeah, they gave the apartment to me, or they gave it to my family, and my parents were like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Okay, I'll take it." So I lived there for a few months, and I paid it, but the rental bill was $6,500 a month for a 1 bedroom.
And then did you give it back to them when you were done with it?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I lived there for like about 8 months, 6 to 8 months, and then
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it was good. Well, I mean, it wasn't a good time only because like everything was closed down in New York at the time. But
Well, it was historic.
I remember going to. There were some of these Okay, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. There were some of these underground clubs, right?
Yeah.
And in the Lower East Side, where you were not supposed to be, getting together. But I have friends who live in the city, and they're like, "We're doing this underground club." And during COVID, because we were supposed, nobody's supposed to be, around. Nobody's supposed to be clubbing, but we did it anyway. There was a couple of basement clubs that I went to over the.
I know those places. I went to those places as well.
Yeah, and there was actually, it's funny, like the best time I had was like I won't say the hotel, but there was a hotel that, we had some friends that rented a ballroom, and we just partied in that ballroom during COVID, which, again, you weren't supposed to have people together, but the hotel was okay with that. And my friend threw a party at one of those ballrooms.
big flex.
I had some nice times during COVID, but I also had kids, so I had responsibilities.
Simon doesn't know what that is. He lives in France.
What the fuck?
I had kids.
I have a stepdaughter.
Simon has a kid. Yeah, leave Simon alone, Daniel.
Clients
My wife and my wife's daughter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Notice there's no relation.
Be nice. Come on, Daniel. Be
I'm
nice.
just applying objectivist concepts.
I don't think he is.
Oh my god. The rationalist.
Rationalist.
Raspberries.
You know what I
I hate
realized?
raspberries.
You know what? I put my phone on airplane mode when I'm in the house on Wi-Fi, and it really saves my battery. It's just much more convenient. You do that all the time.
Which phone do you have?
iPhone what, 13 or something, or I don't even.
13. That's old.
What? It's up to 16, right?
No, it says it's 17.
Nuda actually boiled and put one out of its misery. It was about that age.
I'm planning to get it, but I have the latest operating system. And when I have a minute, I do plan to get the new one. I have the forever new one.
Simon, do you have an iPhone or do you have an Android?
Come on, bro.
He's totally Android, bro.
I can definitely picture him on Android.
I have a 15-inch Android tablet.
Flex.
I'm in Android.
Of course.
Well, if you want to waste your money, like, yeah, fine, go buy your shit Apple products.
Oh.
I like Simon's amazing.
Apple products cost double the price, and they have less features. Like, the only thing that you guys get to gloat about is, bro, my text box is blue. But
Yeah, you got the blue bubbles.
That's the only thing fucking, yeah.
Well,
Also, we have better processing power, and we also have
you don't.
we have more battery life.
You have more battery life.
The Tizen is faster than the newest A processor. So.
Are you an Android person?
No, I'm an Apple person only because I have no choice. But I would definitely buy an Android for sure. But I have no choice.
It just seems so dull to me.
No, the Androids, they have the best phones. They're amazing.
Oh boy, amazing. I don't know, man.
They're objectively
for work, I have to have. For work, I have to have an Apple phone. I don't want an Apple phone, but I have to have an Apple phone.
I mean, for Simon, you have to work on Apple too, don't you, or no?
No, I don't have to.
Don't you work on Apple?
No, I built my entire PC. I built everything.
And do you work well with the rest of the creative world that's on Apple? Does that work okay for you, or is it absolutely the problem?
Yeah, it gets him his $3,000 a month. Yeah.
Whoa, that's just my rent.
Wait, that's nothing. 3,000 is nothing for him.
Oh, relax. That's just how much I want to just use it for rent. That's it. That's how much I make a month. Like, boy, relax.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking to some of my friends. So I went to school in Philadelphia, right? And I talked to some of my Philadelphian friends.
Born and raised.
No, I was born and raised in New Jersey. Anyway,
I thought you were born and raised in Peru.
No.
Doxed.
But yeah, when I talked to my friends who lived in the suburbs, by the way, the suburbs of Philadelphia, they're very rich towns, right? The main line is. Well, yeah, a lot of money out there. But anyway, so when I told them how much I paid in rent when I lived in New York City, they laughed at me. They said it was crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but that's I forget what Diego said, but spend $6,000 a month for one bedroom is not crazy. I forget what Diego said he spends, but it's not crazy.
Don't dox me.
Dox.
Everything is dox now.
I mean, it pretty much is.
Wait, Norm, how much do you spend in your apartment?
All I would say is that I spend too much.
But he is rent controlled, so.
Wait, how many bedrooms?
I am not rent controlled.
Wait, you bought your place?
Rent control is very
Flex.
rare in New York.
Wait, so you bought? Can you tell us how many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms, and you bought it, so you have a condo or something, right?
I'm not
Is it
revealing.
a townhouse, or are you in a high-rise?
Those are the projects, bro. Obviously.
Yeah, I live in the project. I'm a man of the people.
He lives in the Jewish
Okay,
ghetto.
fair enough.
I'm a working class hero.
Okay, but like, what the fuck? Actually, like, I have like a 5-bedroom house. I don't know how you guys do it with like 1.5 bedrooms. Like, that's just crazy.
Wait, hold on, Simon. You have a 5-bedroom house,
Yeah.
and you only have it's only 3 of you.
Yeah. Well, because one of them is my office. The other one is my girlfriend's
His bedroom?
office, yeah.
Flex.
And then the other one is the guest bedroom.
The guest bedroom.
The daughter sleeps with them
I,
in the same room.
Simon, is the guest room? Is that where I go when I come visit?
Yes.
Let's go.
My girlfriend has a friend coming over on Thursday. She's gonna.
Let's fucking go! Party!
Oh my god. Yo, it's 2 a.m. What the fuck is happening?
I live in the south of France, but I never see the sunlight because I'm sleeping.
Simon, do you have a tree for Christmas? I don't know.
Yeah, we actually just bought a tree like
Oh,
a couple of days ago.
that's nice.
My girlfriend, my stuff. I was gonna decorate it with my girlfriend.
Can you ask Norm, David, why the Jews insisted to take Christ out of Christmas?
Who insisted that? What Jew? Tell me the Jew.
I thought Trump said he's
Irving Berlin?
I thought Trump said he's
Irving
bringing
Berlin.
Christ back.
Irving Berlin insisted on taking the Christ out of Christmas. When did he say that?
When he wrote White Christmas.
So in White Christmas it says take the Christ out of Christmas?
That's
We just
right.
made that up.
No,
Okay,
that's
probably the line where Irving Berlin says.
Hold on. All right. He's asking to fact check.
For having this much patience to speak to retards like this.
Okay. But tell us the line in the song White Christmas where Irving Berlin says take the Christ out of Christmas.
Well, that wouldn't be subversion, Norm. You know how that works.
Just tell us the line. Never mind me telling me how it works. What's the line where he says that? If he says it. Or if you're lying, just say I lied.
I'm not lying.
You're not
You might
lying.
not see it.
Well, I'll see what you show me. Show me the line in which Irving Berlin insists on taking the Christ out of Christmas. If you're telling the truth. Or if you're lying, then just say I lied.
It's a perspective.
No, it's not a perspective. It's black and white. Either he said it or he didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Did he say it?
No,
Huh?
he didn't.
didn't.
Philip
He
Roth said it.
Okay.
Philip Roth. Big
Philip Roth
Jew.
said what?
Big Jew. Huge Jew.
Philip Roth said what?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna actually have the book like right here in my bookshelf.
What book do you have?
The book is called. Hang on, because I haven't touched it in a few months.
Yes.
Here it is. It's called Operation Shylock: A Confession.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Wait,
So,
that's that movie.
So
The movie with
and a work of fiction makes a statement which you are now attributing to the Jews.
Just entertain this for a second, please.
I'm entertaining you. Am I right so far? A character in a work of fiction says something which you are now attributing to the Jews. Is that accurate? What I just said?
Hang on.
Is Operation Shylock a work of fiction?
Well,
Yes.
no, not exactly. Dude. It talks about the Greater Israel Project.
Hang on. Operation Shylock is a novel, a work of fiction. Do you know the difference between fiction and?
It's not that
So it's a
straightforward. It's not that
concept.
simple.
It's no, it's simple and straightforward.
Diego, do you know that movie with Diego? That movie with John Travolta, where he is a Shylock. What is that movie called?
Look, here's what he says in the preface. For legal reasons, I have had to alter a number of facts in this book. Shall I continue?
Yes.
There are minor changes that
shall
mainly
you
involve
continue?
details of identification and locale.
Yes. It is a work of.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's a novel, right? So a character in a work of fiction says something which you are attributing to, I quote you, the Jews.
Wow. Why are you guys playing the Japs?
So having shown to be a liar when it comes to Irving Berlin, we are now showing you to be a liar when it comes to Philip Roth. Is there more? Are there more Jews who insist on, in your words, taking Christ out of Christmas?
Here we go.
Any others? Examples? Okay. Here we go.
I think it was during the Obama administration when they started taking Christ out of Christmas.
Was Obama a Jew?
Is he? What was Obama? I don't know what he was. Was he?
My name is Barack Hussein Obama.
He was a Christian. I think he was a Christian. I think he was a Christian.
He was Kenyan, right? But I don't know what his religion was.
He was a Muslim.
No.
Well,
Allegedly.
I think he was a Christian.
I don't know about that. I think there was a debate whether or not he was Christian or Muslim. I don't know.
No, he said he was a Christian.
Well, he said he was, but you know,
so now he's a liar? Are you calling somebody a liar?
I mean, he lied on a lot of things. I mean,
Are you calling
Very false witnesses.
I apologize. Okay, Simon, I apologize.
I don't want to. It's beneath you.
Well, you might have to do tshuva.
Sweet Jesus.
So is it fair to say that you were not telling the truth, Diego, when you said the Jews insist on taking the Christ out of Christmas?
I'm telling you, man. I'm looking for the passage here. Hold on a second.
I remember. Okay, so Norm, in all fairness, I remember when Trump was running for president against Hillary Clinton. He said, "We're gonna put the Christ back in Christmas," and he had all this Christmas trees and he had all this stuff. Because I think during the Obama years, yes, they were taking Christmas out of it. I think.
Do you think I have any objection to putting Christ in Christmas? It's in the name already. How can you take it out of Christmas? It's
by writing it with letters.
I don't think Jewish people were doing that. I think Obama was doing it, but you know, it wasn't anti-Semitic or anything like that.
So the Muslims are taking the Christ out of Christmas? Should we complain about
that was a political thing. That wasn't really a Jewish thing. So with all due respect, I think you're right.
You mean it wasn't a Muslim thing? Obama wasn't a Jew; he's a Muslim.
Well, allegedly.
According to you.
No, I didn't say that. I said it allegedly.
Oh, was it Diego who called him a Muslim?
No, I said he was Muslim.
Huh?
I mean, there's no evidence that he's not a Muslim.
Well, there's no evidence of anything not being something.
I have a
Exactly. The
what did you say?
Is on me.
I have a photograph of him wearing a yarmulke.
Okay.
There's a lot of Christian politicians wearing.
I have a photo of Obama wearing,
The Pope wears a yarmulke. Is he also a Jew? A lot of black folks, by the way, on this app think Catholics are Jews. I'm not kidding. They say that. They think that the Catholic Church is a Jewish thing. I think they're wrong.
I mean,
That's base.
I will say, Norm, you want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
So my parents, they went to the Vatican and they met the Pope, right? They have friends who are high up in the Roman Catholic Church, so they were able to get all these back channel things or whatever. And I asked my parents, I was like, I might be going to Rome. Can I get the same treatment? And they said no, which is not nice.
Not nice.
Because you're a Jew lover that they said no?
No, because they're very select. I don't know. I didn't want to press it, but yeah, my parents they had to sit down with the Pope and with some of the cardinals in the Vatican.
David, I just have one question, though. Who the fuck are you?
You also believe he has 2 PhDs, Simon?
I mean, I do have 2 PhDs.
Obviously, David has 2 PhDs. He's a fucking savant with a 145 IQ.
146. 146.
You
Yeah,
have
146.
you have 2 turntables and a microphone?
No, we don't.
Yeah, bro, Simon, what should I think of my parents who did all this stuff with the Pope? I wasn't there. They were, they did all that. And when I asked them, they said no. That's so not nice.
I mean, it is what it is.
I've been to Catholic services, and they include Hebrew in the services sometimes. I've noticed. I found that illuminating.
I think this is the chapter. It's called Chapter 4, Jewish Mischief.
Okay. All right. Why don't you let us know what the book is about, firstly?
I told you it's about the Greater Israel Project.
Wait,
And
you didn't
moving
tell us
these
that. You
Jews
claimed-
across.
what is Jewish mischief?
Apparently, you cannot be trusted, Simon, but I shouldn't be surprised. So let's look at ChatGPT and what
Wait, why can't I be trusted?
Whoa, I trust Simon.
It's about the Jews moving back to
Operation.
Poland.
Hang on. Let's see. What is Operation Shylock about? Let's ask ChatGPT because I forget.
Wait, why can't I be trusted?
You know you've read this.
What? We lied about a bunch of stuff. Philip Roth, Operation Shylock.
What
Okay.
can't I lie about anything?
Okay. Well, you said that the Jews tried to take Christ out of Christmas. Then you gave Irving Berlin as an example. Diego said it, not Simon. Diego.
Oh, no, because you said Simon, you can't be trusted.
And
You can't be trusted, Simon.
Norm, you can trust Simon. You can trust Simon.
So listen to this.
I vouch for Simon. I vouch for Simon.
I love Simon, and I trust him. And I talked to Diego. I'm sorry if I said Simon. I misspoke. Operation Shylock is a metafictional novel. Metafictional novel by Philip Roth.
That's a good way of saying it's true, but I changed the names and events.
No, that's not what that means. By Philip Roth, it blurs the lines between fact and fiction, featuring the character named Philip Roth, who encounters an impersonator in Israel, promoting a reverse exodus of European Jews.
That's what
Simon, would you mind? You said it was about the Greater Israel. That's the opposite of what you said.
I said it's about the Jews going back to Poland.
No, you said it was about the Greater Israel Project, and you said it twice. Then you said about Jews going back to Poland, possibly after you looked it up.
If you want Jews to live in Poland and Ukraine again, you're going to have a war to wipe out the local population, obviously. Oh, wait, that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Wait, there's a war in Poland to bring Jews back?
There's a war to wipe out the local population so that Jews can live there in peace.
Who is waging that war? Where is there a war in
You
Poland?
got to read this book. It's all in there.
You mean the metafiction book?
The metafiction book, that's right.
It's from 1993.
From 1993, dude. They've been planning this for a long time.
The metafictional novel? So I ask you again, when did the Jews try to take Christ out of Christmas, if you know? And if you don't know, say, I'm sorry, I really don't know what I'm talking about. I just
I'm
made that
looking
shit
for the
up.
fucking passage. Hold on.
So if you find a passage in a work of fiction, does that mean Jews are trying to take Christ out of Christmas?
A work of metafiction.
Yes, a metafictional novel, to be precise. Accent on the word novel.
And novel.
Huh?
Yeah, novel.
That's right. That's right.
The novel.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, the only person that tried to take Christ out of Christians was Obama. And
I heard myself next praising the greatest diasporist of all, the father of the new diasporist movement, Irving Berlin.
Right.
People ask where I got the idea. This is him quoting Irving Berlin. People ask where I got the idea. Well, I got it by listening to the radio. The radio was playing Easter Parade.
Wait. What idea? Ask me where I got what idea.
The idea for the song.
Okay, but how does that take Christ out of Christmas? And now we're going.
Hold on. Let me finish the passage here. The radio was playing Easter Parade, and I thought, but this is Jewish genius and on a par with the Ten Commandments. God gave Moses the Ten Commandments, and then he gave it to Irving Berlin. Easter Parade and White Christmas. The two holidays that celebrate the divinity of Christ. The divinity that's the very heart of the Jewish rejection of Christianity. And what does Irving Berlin brilliantly do? He de-Christ them both. Easter he turns into a fashion show, and Christmas into a holiday about snow. Gone is the gore and the murder of Christ.
So
down with the crucifix and up with the bonnet.
So
he turns their religion into schlock. But nicely.
Is that where you get your facts from? Is from fiction?
So nicely, the Goyim don't even know what hit them. They love it. Everybody loves it. The Jews especially. Jews love Jesus. People always tell me Jesus is Jewish. I never believe them. It's like when people used to tell me about Cary Grant was Jewish.
Jesus was a Jew. That's true.
So is it fair to say that everything you say is based on fiction, son of Diego?
My friends in this room may accuse me of that. It's possible.
Okay.
I don't hear the question, Diego. What did he ask you?
Is everything you say based on fiction, Diego?
I'm accused of another movie reference by Diego.
No. I'm saying you. The things that you say, are they all based on fiction like that? Fiction and lies?
Well, truth is stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? Fiction is a distillation.
That's right. That's a movie. Truth is stranger than fiction.
So, is that a yes?
I have a very narrative mind. I would say it's a 90% yes.
So 90% of the stuff you say is fictional. Okay.
Well,
I buy that.
Like fictional. I love these passages. We might get a little fat. We may remain firm. But you know what a Jew is? A Jew is an Arab who was born in Poland.
Right. Who says that?
He's saying
so. He's obviously a villain, right? Speaking nonsense in a fictional novel, right?
Come on, man.
Or are you suggesting? Yeah, let's come on. So, are you suggesting that somebody in the real world said that? If so, who? Or are you conceding?
No, he said at the beginning that he changed the names to protect them.
So, of everybody? Who's that character based on?
Even I don't know.
If you know. So you don't know because it's not based on anybody?
Dude, can we read this book together? Can we read it together?
No. Well, first let's decide whether it's a work of fact or a work of fiction. This character. Who's it based on? Why don't you ask AI? Let's see what AI says.
You said it was Philip Roth, but it's not the real Philip Roth. His name just happens to be Philip Roth.
No, I didn't say that character was based on Philip Roth. I said the main character is based on Philip Roth. So who says those words?
The main character is Pipik.
Okay.
Moisha Pipik.
Okay. So is that the person who's speaking when you made those quotes?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just flipping through the book.
So you never read this book?
I did read this book.
You did or you didn't?
I did read this book, but you have to understand how to read Philip Roth. It's not really about the story. It's more about like his little.
But you didn't know what it was about. You said it was about the greater.
It's just been a while.
You said it was about the Greater Israel Project, or was that a lie?
No, I think that's a relation that I drew in my mind.
So it's a lie.
No, it's not a lie if you believe it.
It doesn't exist in reality.
I think that's a Jewish. I think that's a quote from Chase and Alexander.
So it doesn't exist in reality, but it exists in your mind. Like the book is not about it. What's
A
that?
lot of things that you can't observe with your five senses are real, and so what? I mean, you would call it doesn't exist in reality?
Well, here's what I would say. You said the book was about the Greater Israel Project, but it is not. That's a fact. It is not.
I think it's a fair way of interpreting that. I mean, it is art after all, right? There's no right or wrong answer.
It's art, and the right answer is that it's about Jews returning to the diaspora, which is the opposite of the Great Israel Project. So you literally perverted the truth with a lie. Now, what's interesting to me is that that's what you accuse Jews of doing. But in fact, you were doing it, right?
No,
what you were
think
doing
so.
is you're projecting. No? So,
No, I don't think so.
is the book about returning to the diaspora or Greater Israel?
The book is about many things, man. It's about many, many things.
Okay. So is it about the Greater
Including
Israel
that.
Project? Is it about
Including
the Greater
that as
Israel
well.
Project? Is it about the Greater Israel Project?
Oh, man.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sort of. Am I pro Mandami?
Yeah, you're
No,
pro Mandavi.
No, absolutely not.
How can you be pro Mandani? Nobody's saying it's pro Mandani.
I don't know. I'm not going to do as much.
Because Diego, as a New Yorker, I'm curious, like, where his stance was. But if he's saying no, he's not pro Mandavi. So.
The single worst person for that welfare of New York was a Jew.
David Dinkins?
No, Robert Moses.
Fiorello LaGuardia? Well, he was not an elected official.
I know that's what's so nefarious about it.
The only Jewish mayor ever in New York City was Bloomberg. Diego.
Well, no, the day beam. The day beam, and there's also Fiorello LaGuardia, was a Jewish Italian. And he was, most people regard him as the best mayor of New York.
Yeah, but the last one was Bloomberg. Bloomberg was the last Jewish mayor.
Yeah. Bloomberg was a Jewish guy. Beam is a Jewish guy, and so is Fiorello LaGuardia.
Bloomberg was a good mayor.
The little flower. He's a great mayor.
Wait, Diego,
I liked it when he went and asked the Jewish community to stop the oral circumcision.
Wait, Diego, did you vote for
What is
Bloomberg?
that?
He said he's never voted, David.
Here, I'll post a link to it.
I don't know. Back in the day,
So you don't know what it is?
It's called it's Bebe. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. So what is it you're talking about?
There's a practice in the Jewish community in New York that is.
Yes.
Well,
Wait,
let's just say
Diego, are you pro him?
So are you pro-Soviet Mexican criminals?
Are you pro
no. That's the thing. We have a Jewish
are you pro
president
Bloomberg?
in Mexico.
You're anti-Mexican Soviet.
Are you pro Bloomberg, Diego?
We love Bloomberg.
I'll post the thing to the top here.
I mean, if you did vote, Diego, would you
Look
vote
at this.
if you were able to vote, Diego, would you vote for Bloomberg?
I posted it to the top, David.
You posted the thing that you don't know what you're talking about to the room? Is this like the book that you didn't read? And the song, the words to which you don't know? Is it all the same thing? It's funny, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I say it all day long.
No, it's tragic, you know?
It's 6 o'clock.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that won't tell me.
Stop getting so offended. I know that it's your job or whatever, but
Be nice. Diego, be nice. Be nice.
I'm not offended. I'm laughing. You're funny. You're trolling.
here's one from Newsweek, David, so you can see.
You know, Diego, Norm won a Pulitzer Prize, so you.
That cost
Pulitzer Prize, yeah. He was in a war zone, Diego. Do you know that?
Many times.
You just have more respect for Norm.
In fact, I was in Gaza in April. And I was in Judea and Samaria also in April.
Can you prove that you were in Gaza in April?
I have a picture of myself there. I don't know if that helps.
Well, I have a picture of Luna in Gaza in September, so.
You got a picture of her in a bikini in Vegas. What does that prove?
You see?
El Normo, don't waste your time with these low IQ rats. They're just spiders. They're just here to catch little flies.
Well, first of all, I'm not sure who you're referring to, but I think they're trolling and I'm trolling, so it's fair enough.
I'm saying Diego, the Jew hater, the low IQ brain rotted out neo-Nazi, and his neo-Nazi Scarface bride, Princessa.
Well, isn't it ironic that the Palestinian terrorists find common cause with the Nazis? It's not.
I'm not a Nazi.
Like you couldn't make it up. Wait a second. Yes, you are.
He just said earlier he wants to be the number one anti-Semite on Clubhouse. He wants to be better than Nick Fuentes. He wants to be the number one anti-Semite on the internet. That's what he said earlier, El Normo. You believe this fucking loser?
Diego, for the record, did you say Hitler was cool or no?
Well, I mean, that's a different question. It doesn't make me a Nazi.
Well, it kind of makes you suspect. I'm just saying.
What makes you a Nazi is being a Nazi.
A is A, right, Simon?
It's an identity statement.
Identity statement. But is it a substance statement?
Yes.
What about an essence statement?
I'm not even sure you're denying it. I would be surprised if you actually denied it.
Well, Norm, I asked him if he thought like Hitler was cool, and he didn't answer. So I'm assuming he means yes. He thinks Hitler was cool.
So put it this way, Diego. Do you disavow Hitler?
I don't know. What does that mean?
That's a no. That's a no.
But what does that mean? Disavow, like.
There's your answer.
I also fine. I disavow Hitler and I disavow Churchill and I disavow Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Stalin. How about that?
Okay, that's confusing.
I disavow all.
I guess you're saying you disavow everybody.
Well, I disavow any politician. That's why I don't vote.
No, who don't you disavow?
I don't disavow Mises, Ludwig von Mises.
Philip Roth? I don't know him. So, but you like Philip Roth because you quote him.
I do think Philip Roth.
And Irving Berlin.
Okay, and I like Irving Berlin, and he will be played. He will be played on my LP this Christmas.
Yeah, but Diego, with all
nothing wrong with Irving Berlin.
Diego, with all due respect,
so you
we saw
the Goyim and you avow the Jews.
No, dude. If the content is good and it's not explicitly hateful, I can know that it's that he kind of erased Christ.
Yeah, but Diego, with all due respect, we all saw what the outcome was. You know what the outcome was. You know what Hitler did. He was not a nice person. We know how many people died.
I don't know that. I don't know that he was not a nice person. I see pictures of him with children and dogs, and he seems to be a very nice person.
I mean, he likes dogs, but that's okay. But I mean,
look.
David, how bad is your mental retardation, David?
They gave him the option of carpet bomb London, and he chose not to. He said no.
He did bomb London.
Yeah, but he didn't want to. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Dude, London is a cloudy city. All they had to do was fly through there. I understand, but that was later.
So he did. So he did bomb London.
No. But I'm talking about early on in the war.
No. So he didn't before he did. Back to your defense.
He was given the option to basically do a very quick attack on London and end the war before it started, and he said no because the British have too much in common with the Germans. They're good white people of good stock.
Right. And then he bombed them.
Later, when his hand was forced.
Later.
I mean, he didn't start the war, right? He was attacked by England.
He was forced to bomb the civilians and the children.
Well, no, that's after England did it to Dresden, dude, which is like essentially Gaza Part 1.
So bombing Dresden was like bombing Gaza. I agree with you. Bombing Nazis is like bombing Gaza. 100% agree. You might as well
except that Dresden was a civilian place full of women and children.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Genocide. Apartheid. Gay pride. Occupation. Dresden was occupied.
Anyway, so here's the point.
Free Dresden.
So
So I can say that Hitler is cool in his style.
No, it's not cool.
But I just said
we have a difference of opinion here.
We have a difference of opinion. Agree to disagree on the aesthetic.
Yeah, but with all due respect, if you're gonna say Hitler is cool, because
hang on, but you didn't let me finish my point. I was gonna say, but when Jewish Spielberg makes Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones is cooler.
Wait, what was his name? Wait, hang on. What was his name?
Spielberg. Did I pronounce that properly?
No. What was his first name? You called him what? Jewish
Steven.
Spielberg?
No, I'm saying he's a Jew, right? So my point is,
you said Jewish. No, you called him Jewish Spielberg.
Jewish Spielberg, in order to make the point that he was making a movie where the characters of the Nazis were not portrayed as cool, but they were portrayed
the Nazis were bad people in that movie. Everyone knows that. So
I know, and so Indiana Jones is cool, and the Nazis are not cool in that context.
Well, the context
I'm saying I can appreciate both. That's an advantage. That's an evolutionary advantage if you think about it.
Yeah, but
that's a feature, not a.
But Diego, with all due respect, that's based on real life things that happens. They're what?
David, Diego is a delusional schmuck. Diego, who's the better person, Al Pacino or Adolf Hitler? Yeah, who's the better person, Adolf Hitler or Al Pacino? Go ahead, answer the question, you brain rat fucking little rat.
I would say Al Pacino because he just had a baby at the age of 80 with a young woman. I think that's pretty basic.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is the baby okay?
Yeah, the baby's fine. Him and De Niro had babies at 80.
Maybe I'll do that.
He's not the one.
She also got one. He just gave her the sperm.
He's not the one giving birth, Simon, but the fact that his swimmers are still swimming is pretty cool.
Well, the swimmers swim. It's the quality of the swimmers, not the swimmability of the swimmers.
What is this?
I said it's the quality of the swimmers, not their swimmability, not the swimming altitude.
I said corrected. Wow.
Your problem, Diego, is Princessia has got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
When I think of
somebody wants to send me a video of Princessa, and I don't want to see it.
You know which Al Pacino quote I always say, John? I always say all these people with the rocks and the roses. But come the wet ass hour, I'm everybody's daddy.
I like it when he yells. It's like
yeah. He could still he yells pretty well.
You know my favorite. Everyone loves Al Pacino in his mob movies, but my favorite was when he.
Second of a woman.
Yeah, when the blind guy, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
that was the sense of a woman. Yeah, when he was in front of all the kids and
that's what there's a famous quote in that one where he tells Charlie, he says, Charlie, the day we stop looking is the day we die. And I say that to Simon.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's such a great
with a 17-year-old girl, and he's like, what are you talking about? Look, huh? I don't see anything. So what? Yeah, she lives here, but I see nothing.
Wait, what? Simon is sleeping with a 17-year-old girl?
Well, allegedly.
Well, he said there's 5 rooms. He said one room is his office, the other room is his girlfriend's office, the other room is a guest office.
Okay, let's not do that.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is there's only one room left, and there's 3 of them.
What?
Simon, you don't dance.
Diego, isn't that Simon's living in a Down syndrome autistic facility? What are you getting at?
Leave Simon alone.
Yeah, leave Simon alone. He's got enough problems in that facility.
Yeah, I don't know.
Diego, look at my PTR. Can you explain to me how this guy became a congressman?
How about this one, David? I take a flamethrower out of this place.
Yeah, that's right. That's like, it's funny because like I have friends and like we'll see like certain like movie quotes or whatever, and that was one of them. It's like
if I was the man I was 10 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower out of this place.
What was that during the court scene?
Yeah, like he told the guy, "Is like out of order. You're out of order. Yeah, I'm out of order. You're out of order."
No, that's from Injustice for All.
I believe that's David Mamet. I'm sure it was. But I think he overacted, for the record.
Yeah.
But he's charismatic.
It's his voice.
It's very sad. He's a blind guy. I mean, he's probably gonna die or whatever.
He's basically Gilbert Godfrey.
I think that's a fictional character, David.
Metafictional.
Who's the other? Remember what's the other one where? Is it the same movie where he wanted to kill himself?
Yes.
Good
that was
one,
the whole
David.
plan. He was going to New York.
Try to make a complete sentence, David.
Yeah, and he flew up first class. I remember that. Yeah, I felt bad. That's not.
Are you talking about Princessia?
No, not Princessia.
Your movie sucked though because you got trapped in an elevator shaft. The movie couldn't progress.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was doing something. What were you saying?
Princessia, when you went viral, we looked it up. You've been seen over 300 million times in the elevator shaft.
Really?
Yeah.
How did she not get anti-STEM out of the year? At least like a mention.
Do you get a money from that or no?
And they got money from it. No one's pushing it.
I deal in I deal in a lot of money things, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I do.
David, do you have Legos or any building blocks?
Got docs.
I'm gonna write a story about a girl in an elevator.
Oh, good.
Write one about a 60-plus-year-old man hired for $500 a month to do IDF work on the side.
Yeah, you should make a fictional story, Princessia.
Norma's not 70.
Diego, will you proofread
He has a regular fight with some guy named Resistance on voice chat app who calls him El Nostro.
Wait.
I'm gonna make it a sci-fi fantasy historical fictional movie.
Norm, does the Resistance call you that? What did he call you?
He was hiding in a mosh. Literally.
Do you know, he actually tried to fight Norm? He's trying to hit each other in New York.
He's in a mosh. I mean, that's embarrassing.
What happened? So Diego, so Resistance said come meet me in Washington Square Park, and Norm did, and he didn't show up.
I said you were talking to the house, and I was there standing around looking for this guy, and he checks into Amir's room. He checks into Amir's room, and you can hear his feet on the wooden floor. And they go, "Where are you?" He said, "The Mosque Medina. Masjid Medina." That's what he says. He was hiding in a mosque.
Is that far away from where you were?
11 feet across town. It's a 25-minute walk if you walk that.
Wow.
He was hiding in the toilet.
Listen, maybe one day we'll run into each other. I ran into John Kitover.
He told me.
He didn't see me, I saw him.
But he ran away. He was scared of you. Yeah.
He said that he saw you.
No, I saw him. I flagged him down.
Well, Diego was hanging out with his family, and John Kitover just he ran away. He basically ran away.
That's not the way I heard it.
I didn't run away, you schmuck. We had a fucking reservation to go kayaking in the caves, in the heart, down by the beach. So, David, just go get another martini and STFU.
And then he accused me of having robotic family members.
Maybe not robotic. Maybe you don't make him happy. I'm just saying you don't make him happy.
Such a mean person.
I mean, what kind of a loser comes on their phone for many years and has fucking decentralized conference calls, with a bunch of fucking losers all day long, ignoring their family to their, detriment, when he could be improving their intelligence, their well-being in 100 different ways. Instead, he comes on here and he decides to, declare himself the top anti-Semite of the internet. What a fucking schmuck.
Well, Norm, as far as I know, Diego was he was in his car with his family.
Oh God, David, just go pour yourself another gin and tonic. Shut the fuck up, David.
He just run away.
Why would he run away?
I mean, he could have asked, said, "Hey, let's go."
Diego, motherfucker, you didn't even get out of your car to shake my hand, you dandruff-suffering, Jew-hating schmuck.
I said, I can't remember where I was going, but I was going somewhere at that very moment. It was 7:50 in the morning.
Going to church?
There you go.
I thought that's what you all said in the story.
You didn't even fill up with gas. You were just sitting there in the gas station. What the fuck were you doing?
Dude, I was literally going, either I had just washed the car or I was about to wash the car. Because
there's no car wash there.
I had all this paper to make sure it didn't leak because it's an old car. And, yeah, man.
Are you saying you didn't want to be around a greasy Jew because you would just wash the car?
No, he had some kind of sister. I couldn't get a good look at her. I didn't see if she was
Nobody was out of the car, I believe. Oh no, that was No, that wasn't my sister. That was my sister's husband's kid, I believe.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, my sister married a guy with 3 kids.
Oh, okay. So not really. It's kind of niece-in-law. Can you say that? Niece-in-law?
Yeah, niece, I guess. Niece-in-law, yeah.
So Norm, basically, they did meet each other, but
I know they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
And here we are, still talking about nothing.
In Chicago. I like how David added the in Chicago part.
It wasn't in Chicago. It was in California.
Well, David says it's in Chicago, so it's in Chicago. David is, so David does.
It wasn't in Chicago. It was in California.
Yep, correct.
Metafiction. But,
I mean, Norm, the record, I did meet Diego in New York, by the way.
David, how many steps are there in the number 12?
I met Diego twice.
David, how many steps are there in the number 12?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Fair enough.
Are you going to
I did have to ask his person to I was gonna get a doorman joke. Never mind.
Are you gonna be in New York next week?
I'm in New York all the time. I'm telling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. No, I'm a busy man,
What are you doing, filling up laundromats with Bitcoin skimming machines?
It's a full-time job.
So did you ever get the cash back that the government took out of your condo in New York?
No.
Hello?
I think his place is fine in New York.
Hello?
I mean, it's a little difficult. You can't treat it like the way you used to.
Wait, did you tell us how much you promote that you spend on your places? No, I didn't pay. Norm, did you tell us how much you spend per month on your place?
No, I didn't. But too much.
Nobody tells anything. I told everyone how much I spent, and nobody tells me.
I said it.
I said 6,500 per month. I said it.
The bottom line is, David, do you know this song? I needed money because I had none.
Does anyone
fought the law.
just give me money?
The law won.
I don't know what the fact is.
Simon, how are you still working?
What do you mean, though?
Because he spends 70% of his brain on Clubhouse, so.
Look what time it is.
No, when you're doing work that you love, it's not work.
Yeah, it literally isn't.
When you're doing what you love, it's just like an exercise in aesthetic.
So no, like I'm not gonna dox Simon. I'm not gonna dox Simon, but Simon actually had an interview with somebody and about his entire situation, and it's just a great interview. It made me respect Simon even more because I heard about it. It's like,
did he ever use the phrase "What do you mean" with the interviewer?
No, he just talked. It was a great interview. I have so much respect for Simon after that.
Oh, did you see the interview?
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, for sure.
You filmed your interview?
It was just like a podcast that this guy I worked with started, and he just asked me if I wanted to.
It was a great interview. Yeah.
David, send me a link back out.
Subjectively or objectively, how great was it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Simon, send me the link too on Instagram. Let me see it.
The thing is, I seldom include, which is, again, it's not, I don't like to be in this situation, but I seldom include a high price fancy colorist in my budget. And again, it's not because I don't want to, it's just priority.
This is Scarface. Being on Farmhouse is a character actress.
But I would, if I'd hire him. Although, hiring friends can be a mixed bag. What?
You know what?
I never at that point. I guarantee satisfaction.
So
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard "Don't Stop, Simon."
So normal. Like I do a lot with Adobe, right? And
Dildos.
I mostly deal with like Adobe Photoshop and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Why did you say that?
It's supposed to show the
Are you losing the plot over there?
Simon was laughing at me.
It's a good audio voice.
I recently purchased the most popular glucose meter online and decided to test it with you.
Come on, bro.
I bought the law and the law.
I'm breaking rocks in the hot sun. It's such a you. Oh, that's a great song.
It's a good song.
I'm watching Home Alone. It's a great movie. Oh, we're gonna watch that soon. What is your favorite Christmas movies for?
Why does it have to be Christmas? It's a Hanukkah movie.
I apologize. Holiday movies.
So definitely Home Alone is up there, man. Sure. I mean, we just watched Elf, right? Which is a movie without Christ, but it's about Christmas. Lo and behold, another
Why you know what's funny?
things happen. You know it's true. There's no Christ in that movie.
Why doesn't the bag lift? When we poke the bag with the needle, the hole is exactly the size of it.
It's
The
a New York
plastic
movie, right?
squeezes tightly around it and doesn't let
The person is like anti Christmas, and so they're pro Christmas, right?
John Favreau.
He's so nervous.
No, not Jewish. No, but it's a very Christian movie, right? Right, Dico? Isn't it? Right? Because the whole idea is like, that person, I forget his name, whatever his name is
John Favreau, born in Flushing, Queens. Mother was originally Jewish.
Yeah, that was a lie. Come on. You thought those that had a curly hair was gonna do that?
Is John Favreau Jewish? I was not a Jewish man. I
mean, neither is Leon Trotsky. Come on, man.
No, they're not Jewish. Is John Favreau?
Wait, but it doesn't matter. If John Favreau is Jewish and that doesn't matter.
His mother is Jewish, his father is Catholic, Italian and French Canadian.
Here we go. So, I guess
Does that mean he's Jewish?
it means that when he goes to confession, he says, "Forgive me, Father, I have sinned." I think you know my attorney.
He shouldn't, with all due respect, he shouldn't go to confession because it's not
I thought he was
I thought you guys were like, you know how much a cat was a cat or another dog. Like, I thought you guys were just searching around. Even when it's not the case, you called the guy a soup Nazi.
It's like when it doesn't really matter. It's like, you know those dogs with big buds? That's how we are with you ladies.
Yeah, but with all due respect, Diego, I mean, you didn't say like Hitler was cool.
Good. What did you want me to say?
That's an exaggeration.
Yeah, but that's what he said, though, Norm. That's what he said.
It's an exaggeration.
No, Nick Fuentes, by the way, didn't say Hitler was. They asked him, why did you say Hitler was cool?
He did say he was cool.
He said the edits. That was his answer. The edits. And the edits are cool.
Nobody wears those little mustaches. Nobody wears those little mustaches after no black. They look stupid.
Okay, that's a matter of aesthetics. I don't know if there's objective aesthetics. I think Simon thinks there is, but
He's stupid. And by the way, he fucked up his country, his people, and all of Europe. He's an idiot.
he wasn't even from the country, right? He was Austrian.
That's right. Well, he fucked up Austria too.
No, they're fine.
They're not.
Fine. Well, none of us are. I mean, we're all doing worse after that got on.
No, but he tried to take over the world, and he was an idiot, and he ended up destroying the things that he valued the most, and then putting a hole in his head.
Well, according to you, he was a cool guy.
He didn't put a bullet in his head. That's not true.
He committed suicide. This girl loved tanks.
You know that.
Yeah, but but he killed himself. He killed himself. That's what this guy's throwing himself. This guy's throwing himself.
Yeah. Underground bunker. Suicide by a combination of methods. He swallowed a cyanide capsule whom he had married the day before, died by his side from cyanide poisoning alone. Per his explicit instructions to prevent his body from being publicly displayed like that of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, his body and browns were carried into the garden of the Reich Chancellery, doused in gasoline, and set on fire. Soviet soldiers later found the charred remains, which were secretly moved and buried in various locations over the years. The remains were eventually exhumed, completely cremated, and scattered in 1970 to prevent the gravesite from becoming a neo-Nazi shrine, Diego. Sorry,
Nice story, bro, but not as good as our story.
Well, I'm not giving you a story. I'm reading you from AI. With the outfit I love. The definitive physical evidence of his death is his medical work, which was recovered by the Soviets, later verified by forensic scientists,
Clearing gold of the beyond, reverberating.
I thought to Alexander
When they shoot
I fought the Jews and the Jews won. Do you think they would learn? Like it took Germany 2 world wars to get the memo. Did you see they just recently bought Jacob Sling from Israel? By the way, all the European nations are now buying Israeli anti-missile technology because they're afraid that Russia will bombard them.
There we go.
And it took Japan 2 nuclear weapons to stop committing genocide.
El Normo, did you see Rabbi Shmuley Bateach's speech at the dinner with Benjamin Netanyahu?
No, but I saw him at the Israel Philharmonic not long ago at Carnegie Hall.
You got to see this because Benjamin's like almost like, I feel like Benjamin Netanyahu's like, motherfucker, like you're giving such a loud speech after my speech, like you're one-upping my speech.
That's funny. Tell me the link. David, did you send me a link to the interview before I forget?
What interviews? Sorry.
With Simon.
Oh my god.
He said it was okay.
No, I don't want to send it. I'll let him send it. I don't want to send it.
He and I don't have our back channel thing yet.
Simon, that was a great interview with Simon. I love that interview.
Now you're messing with me purposely. I know you.
No, it's a great interview. Like
you're
I'm
trolling
serious.
me.
Yeah.
If he wants to send it,
I would never dox Simon if someone was.
You're not doxing. He said it was okay.
Yeah, but I will send it.
I'll send it to you. We'll shoot it to you.
I have Telegram. Are we connected on Telegram?
I have no idea.
How do I connect with you on Telegram?
I'll be connected on Telegram.
Say it again?
I actually don't even know how to connect on Telegram.
Well, that could make it challenging.
Here. Actually, what's it called? I'll just give it to David, and he can send it to you.
I don't know. Do you want me to send it? I don't know.
Yes, of course, of course.
Thank you both.
Here, David, I'll send you the link.
It's a great interview. Like, so the interviewer was very calm and collective and all that, and Simon talked about like his growing up and all that stuff. It was a great interview.
I just hate
The interface?
the what's it called? The thumbnails that this guy put. I look like a fucking serial killer.
You can choose your thumbnail. You can choose it. He could change that.
I'm gonna actually ask him because the thumbnails look retarded. Like I think he did it on purpose. If I'm being honest.
Oh no! People always think people doing stuff purposely. He has no interest in making you look bad. Did somebody just text me? Hi. Thank you, David.
Yeah. So no, I sent a picture of I sent the link to.
Thank you. Loading.
You have to watch it the entire. It's a pretty good.
Diego, you're a cool guy. I just checked it out. You're a cool guy.
Thank you. What the hell did you share with him, David?
No. That was Simon's thing, not you.
Oh, did I say Diego? I meant Simon. Sorry.
Yeah, Simon. Yeah, it wasn't you, Diego.
He's been saying the wrong name all night.
I know. I'm like doing 4,000 things at once while I'm talking to you.
When it's been negative, he's been saying Simon. When it's been positive, he's been saying Diego.
Yeah, I'm failing to multitask. I apologize.
I think it's the subconscious saying the truth.
No, it's not. The subconscious is a Freudian invention. Freud was a Jew. You don't want to.
Wait. Was Freud a Jew? Is that true?
Some people say so.
So, Norm, what do you think, Simon?
He's a cool guy. That's what I was just saying after I looked at the thing.
He's a good-looking guy, right? Isn't he?
I like how you focus on his looks.
Well, it's true. I'm just saying.
You're so Gay.
What's the matter with that?
I'm just saying.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But why is he focused on that?
I'm not focused on that. I'm just saying.
There isn't anything wrong with that.
No. I like Simon. Simon is the best.
It's very suspicious.
There's only one person, or there's maybe two people.
Him liking you is based on how you look.
As a friend, relax. I like Simon is like.
Joe, go ahead.
As a friend, Simon is my number one person on the set.
Joe, go ahead. Release. You're free to speak as you wish, Mr. Joe.
Release the hound.
I have multiple pictures of myself. You can view them if you want.
I thought you were gonna come after Norm.
There's nothing to
I
come
have
after.
a lot of pictures. You can look at my face, my lips, my nose, everything.
Oh, I'll pass.
What?
Thank you, but no thank you.
All of my programs are crashing. What the fuck is going on?
So much for the $2 million.
Work harder.
I hate that.
God fucking damn
So
it.
much for the 2 million what?
$2 million?
Yeah, so Norm, when you watched the whole thing about his interview, I'm curious what your thought is.
Yeah. Is it about the industry? I mean, people are freaking out about the industry. Actually made of different stuff. He is methodical and relentless, so he's not going to have a problem.
Yeah, but it's a great interview, though. You have to watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
I'm looking forward to that.
Inshallah, I think I fucking got this. Wow. That's crazy.
That's right.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I love you.
El Normo, I got a question for you. Who's the most famous Jewish person you ever hung out with?
Elon Musk.
Who are you asking?
Elon Musk is not Jewish.
You, El Normo, who's the coolest Jewish person you ever hung out with?
Elon Musk went to Hebrew school.
I was with Lawrence Bender the other night.
No, yo, Diego, let David think.
Who?
He's smart.
David is very smart.
He has 2 PhDs done.
I did. Yeah, I have 2 PhDs.
He hiccups in between each PhD.
You got PSAD?
Oh, no.
He's the founding member of the National Institute of Alcoholic Sciences.
That's funny.
That's not nice.
You have a lot of good material.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not nice.
But don't use it against David.
No, I know.
Yeah, he's a Jew. He's one of you.
He had his therapist call me, and his therapist asked me not to be mean to him.
Obviously, David.
I'm definitely not. I'm not Jewish.
David is a Jew?
Yeah.
No.
He's my brother.
In effect.
But I think David likes Catholicism. And I support that.
I don't want to argue with David. He gonna try to buy me out.
I'm Roman Catholic, and if you say otherwise, my parents would be very upset.
So he's
I support you. I like Catholic people.
Yeah, but let's think about what the Israelis would say first.
What would the Israelis say? Israel has Catholic. We have Catholics in Israel.
No, he's saying instead of his parents.
I saw videos. You guys spit on them a lot. I saw the videos.
No. Bullshit. Like, I do look like this guy.
And he also sniped old women in churches in Gaza.
Oh, please. Oh,
Sleeping old women.
I know.
Old Christian women in Gaza.
Why somebody with the ball like?
I know, and we're responsible for the earthquake in Japan, and we're responsible for global warming. We're